Hi, it's me. Hello, and this is Death Battle Cast. Ben and Chad are both not here. Chad is in jury duty, like a loser. I only say that because I'm jealous, because I've always wanted to do jury duty, and Ben is a little under the weather. So you have me hosting, and we have our wonderful cast and crew here with us today. Why don't Mike surprise me? Go to whoever you feel like.
Oh, I knew it would be me because I was like, oh, my hair looks all fucked up. I need to like fix it. But I was like, if I do that, then it'll look weird. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? It's me, Liam, writer and director of Death Battle. Here on this glorious Tuesday, and here to introduce the next person, which will be randomly picked as a member of our hosts. That person is, I'm gonna bet Josh.
Ah!
You guessed wrong.
I can finally relax.
Hi.
That's it. That's a high. And last but not least, I realize it's
Hello.
Josh.
So comforting to know when I'm coming up. Up until then, very anxious about this whole introduction situation.
I moved my microphone so I could probably sound better. Sorry if I'm too loud now. Yeah, we're here to do a podcast about who we think is a better fightsman. Scorpion, not the animal, the fighter from Mortal Kombat.
Which character are you representing, Sam?
Up until about 5 minutes ago, I thought it was Wolf, the shinobi, not the animal. And then I was sadly disappointed when I looked at the sheet that I definitely was well aware of and just forgot. And I'm actually Scorpion, but it's fine. I wrote the Death Battle on Scorpion, even though that's quite dated at this point. I think I still got enough
2015
going on.
Got it going on.
Yeah. Was it really 2015?
2014, sorry.
Wow.
No way.
More time, actually.
No.
Wow.
9 years.
Jesus, 14?
Scorpion is a ninja. I remember that from that episode.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, did you know it?
Actually, I think he's a samurai, but doesn't matter.
No, he's a shinobi. Did you know that in yeah, he's a shinobi. He uses stealth. Did you know that in MK1 he's now actually Kuai Liang, who is, or I should say Kuai Liang is now Scorpion. Kuai Liang being the original timeline second Sub-Zero. So now, like, the elder Sub-Zero is Sub-Zero, Bihan is Sub-Zero, and then the younger Sub-Zero is no longer Sub-Zero because his brother didn't die.
Yeah.
He's now Scorpion. And
okay.
I think they adopt Scorpion
is
at the end of the game as like a baby. It's weird. It's weird.
Is it worth considering them as like different? Like, I mean, I know like Hanzo's the OG one.
Yeah.
Who is in all the other games.
Go with Hanzo. The new one is the new one doesn't have Hellfire powers. He's not a demon. He had like a happy
then
life.
yeah,
he just
I don't
has
care.
the spear.
Yeah, but that's what we're doing today. Yeah. We also got, I don't know, some special stuff.
Such a good job when Ben and Chad are both on.
we can get into. I see. The thing is like I don't actually want to talk about the Death Battle. I just want to bullshit with my friends, and so I'm like trying to keep myself on rails, and not be. What was it? A Shneezbo Ouija?
Schizo Ouija.
So if you're not a member, join memberships, because we have there's a members only show we do called Ballot Banter, where we go through like all fight suggestions that y'all have made for all the ballots we've had. And there was a character on one called Schizo Ouija, and like obviously. For some reason, it just is such a funny name. Anyways,
he's dying for a second time. We finally found the thing, just purely by accident, that can actually break Liam. When we're recording our ballot banters today.
Yeah,
I think that one will be. So 35 is releasing this Thursday. That one I think will be on 37, so you'll have to wait like 2.5 weeks.
You have to wait a little bit to
get the context, but you can look forward to that. Yeah.
Also, I told the champions in our Discord that tomorrow we're pre-recording next week's episode of Death Battle Cast, which will be Ask Liam. Drunk Liam about Dark Souls lore, and so I'm getting some questions from the community to ask you about Dark Souls lore.
A lot of non-lore related questions. A lot of like, which Dark Souls is the best Dark Souls?
Yeah, one person asked, "Why are the souls dark?" And I was like, "That's a good question right there."
That's a good one.
I could tell you actually. That
oh, really?
That actually is a lore.
Well, you can definitely save it for that recording tomorrow.
We'll do it. Let's not do tomorrow's podcast today.
But yes, our cast next week will not be live on Tuesday. Will be pre-recorded, thanks to it being Thanksgiving week here in the U.S. And so people are busy. People have plans. People are seeing family. All of that stuff.
Thanks over here. I've been giving some thanks over there. Just left, right, and center. I'm probably going to be at home alone.
Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, do you want to start your 60 seconds? Or
I think I have to. I think I have to, pal.
Okay. Go for it.
Make use of these 60 seconds.
I'm going to read over here. You do.
Okay. From the wiki?
No. From the Reddit respect thread, please.
From the Reddit respect thread. Strength lifted a boulder. So Wolf, also nicknamed Sekiro by, I believe it was Ishin that named him that, is a decorated shinobi of the Sengoku Jidai period, and he is the protector of Kuro, the divine heir, and is imbued with immortality in order to protect his young charge. He basically has to fight pretty much all of Japan to protect this little kid. He has insane powers. He's immortal. He has a sword that can kill immortal beings. Somewhat relevant for this discussion today. And he has tons of ninja gear. And he's also a fucking FromSoft Souls protagonist, which means that he has fought the absolute fuck-motheringest shit ever. Like, oh my god. I know Lady Butterfly is not the hardest boss in the game, but holy fuck, it took me so long. And then when there was a second phase, I almost puked. And also,
I do think Lady Butterfly is definitely the hardest fight in that game.
She's so fucking hard!
By like a good margin.
Yeah.
Also a very good fight.
Genichiro was where the game like really clicked for me. Oh, I'm really enjoying this now. It's the Genichiro.
Yeah.
The first one. Not the first one, the first real one. Because he's the tutorial.
Okay, well, you can give it to me now, Mike, and boy, I'm gonna try, bud. I'm gonna try.
Shut out.
All right, let's see. Scorpion, he is a shinobi that I thought was a samurai or a ninja, as Liam has pointed out, but the real thing that matters is he's actually kind of an immortal demon who can take you to hell. Alongside that, he can fight with pretty much any damn weapon under the sun. And he's got a whole bunch of dope-ass abilities. He can shoot spears out of his fists for some reason, and they're really gross in the movies, and they just, like, a little thing opens, and then a man comes out. That's magic. Who knows? Fire breath? Why? I don't know. He can do that, too. He is pretty much, like, the ultimate fighting demon. If you were going to mix martial arts and the devil, you would get Scorpion. And that's my guy. And that's it. I just needed 45 seconds, apparently. That was it.
Nice, dude. Nice job.
He's a martial artist devil.
Way to go. Prepared.
You fucking schizo Ouija'd it right now.
Don't you call me a schizo Ouija, you fucking schizo Ouija.
It sounds like a bad word.
Thank you to Shadow Dragon Axe for gifting 5 Death Battle memberships. Shout out to you.
Yeah, but like literally he can use any weapon. He's just a master with all of them. It's the same for
Wolf. I think actually it's funny, like Wolf's like so Wolf gets his arm cut off at the beginning of the game. It's really a fucking cool cutscene. And then he gets a prosthetic attached to it. And then throughout the game he like, you can find like different blueprints to add different weapons. And all of the weapons that he gets are basically like matching Scorpion's like arsenal of ninja magic. And he can switch out whatever weapons he wants on the fly. So like shooting fire, he can do that. Not only can he shoot regular fire, he can shoot fire that harms ghosts and spiritual immortal beings.
Yeah, so I think there's the reason why Liam, both you and I, and a lot of us really like this fight is because Scorpion has some like hack stuff. Like, I mean, he can take you to the nether realm and just leave you in hell and you're gonna die, right? There's like, for a lot of other characters, Scorpion has a lot of things that they can't answer.
Like Ryu,
and the Wolf, like Wolf has just almost perfect answers for like all of it, which is why this is cool.
I totally agree.
But I do think like there is one big thing to consider is like Wolf always comes back to life, which in a death battle I don't think is anything we would consider in this fight specifically. Like you kill him once, he's still lost. Even if like canonically he would come back to life, right?
So he can come back to life instantly. Like if it was a thing where was two things. A, he can come back to life instantly. He can resurrect. That's a game mechanic. And two, we had we've actually tested this. This is a test scenario in Dark Souls versus Skyrim. The Chosen Undead has the same exact kind of From Software style resurrection mechanic, and we included it because the point of the character is that he's undead. And the coming back to life happens instantaneously, and it happens the same thing with Wolf. So there wouldn't be any issue with if he's killed, he can come right back to life.
Canonically, why does Wolf come back to life?
It is the immortal oath given by Kuro. It's connected to the dragon heritage, which is this sort of magical sort of plot thing. There's a big divine dragon spirit. I haven't beaten the game because it's really hard. It's really hard. So I'm not up to date on all the lore, but essentially it's connected to this gigantic dragon deity, which you do fight at one point, or you fight some version of it. You
get its tears. You get its
tears. Yeah.
Which I think is where his best speed feat comes because it shoots like actual lightning at you.
Yeah, there's a lot of lightning feats, and it's just a game mechanic. Honestly, it's lightning.
Yeah.
There's a move where you can catch lightning out of the air and like swing it back. So
yeah, you get it in your sword. You don't actually bare fist lightning, you get it.
That's Elden Ring, and Dark Souls. So yeah, it's connected to a divine spirit, and you're essentially blessed by this spirit. But it's kind of a curse because every time you die and resurrect, you like infect humanity with dragon rot. So you're slowly poisoning humanity.
Canonically, in the game, because it is your oath that you give the little prince boy, mixed with the fact that not you, actually, not the wolf, but the prince boy is dragon heritage, which is why the blessing happens, right?
You're saying if he killed the boy?
No, that's actually addressed in the game, right?
I don't remember.
They try and but I guess they don't actually ever kill the boy. But
they never try to like prevent Wolf from resurrecting. They just want it. Inichiro wants it for himself, and I think Ishin wants it for himself. Something.
Yeah, and then there's the other immortal boy who.
Right.
I don't want to spoil anything.
You can spoil. I don't give a fuck. I really don't.
I mean, he lives in a house. I don't think he's super important, but like that's like where people like part of the reason it's interesting is because Scorpion can take him to the Netherworld, and then Wolf can whisk himself away to a different spirit world where I believe is the home of like another immortal boy who also has like a similar thing going on.
Yes, that's with.
But I do. It's been so long since I played this, and we played the
Fountainhead
whole like
palace.
Yeah.
With the monkeys.
My memory's so bad. We played like the whole game drunk because we did a let's play, and we were
how'd you
just,
beat
like,
it drunk? That game's really hard. The game's like
sipping
really,
out of the
really
gourd,
hard.
man. We had the Sekiro sauce. We were just getting it.
The gourd's gonna save your ass.
Yeah. Also, I will say not to help Wolf, but Wolf does have a lot of items to mitigate like fire damage. But
yes, he does.
It can't be solely mitigated.
No, but
yeah,
I mean,
just
he can
just
block
so
it. With the shield, he can actually fully.
Yeah, I saw some people in like the Discord and stuff when they were talking about this, being like, "Oh, well, he can just have 20 red gourds and be immune to the Netherrealm fire." And I'm like, "No, that's not how it works."
Just pop the shield though. He has a fire shield that protects.
Yeah, but not like just from where the shield is. Like if he was standing in lava, it wouldn't be cool. Still,
no, he would take damage if you were in lava.
Yeah. I mean, I think the big one is like it just kind of genuinely goes down to like speed and strength kind of in a weird way because they have so many answers for each other's tricks.
Yeah. Well, I also sorry.
Breaking the immortality is something I have a question about with in regards to Scorpion, but also I don't know. Scorpion has it would be I think it would be a decent argument to say that the blessing that Wolf has only works in realms where the dragon god can like reach, and I don't know if that would be hell.
that would be like a Speed Force argument, right? Like, because in the Marvel crossover, when Flash is brought to Marvel, the Speed Force doesn't exist in Marvel, so he was depowered. But in a crossover scenario like we're talking about, I don't think it would be an issue.
Also, after the game, I don't think we would care about that, but like the Wolf no longer has that power.
Yeah. But also Scorpion becomes human in the new timeline after MK like X or something, or in between MK9 and X.
Yeah,
I forget. Something like that. Anyways, so he could always just teleport out of hell. He has like the same kind of items that teleport you back to your checkpoint thing, and you can teleport across realms, so it doesn't matter.
He does need like a moment to teleport. It's not like Goku instant transmission.
Yeah, but he could also just die and then go right back to where he was. Like death is all you just lose your sen, which is like your coins. You just lose that if you die. But death
I'm
is
wondering
also
because the Nether realm in that is specifically made to like trap souls.
I don't think it's made to trap souls as much as it's where all souls go when they die because it's hell. But you can leave. I mean, Scorpion leaves. He's a spirit, and he can go in between the Nether realm and Earth without any problem. So it's not trapping him.
But isn't there a whole thing about Xiaolong can't take souls from there for some reason?
Oh, Shang Tsung?
Shang Tsung, yeah.
I don't know. But I also don't know why that would. If that were true, I wouldn't know why that would be.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think what it comes down to is the fact that, or a big point in Wolf's favor is that Scorpion is an immortal spirit, but he's immortal because he is an undead spirit, because he's already dead. Like he already counts as dead. He's just allowed to act as an undead spirit. The mortal blade can kill undead spirits. The lazulite flames that Wolf has can kill undead spirits. He fights a lot of ghosts in Sekiro. So he'd have a way to actually put down Scorpion despite his immortality. I don't think Scorpion has a way of putting down Wolf with his immortality. I don't think he does. And I think that if you were to compare strength and speed, I think that Sekiro would either be comparable or even a bit above.
See, that's where I kind of... Yeah, Mortal Kombat does have some... And I know we've kind of done different ways. Like, there used to be a thing... It is a canonical like thing that happens in the older games where you would break these... Like, it's like a mini game where you would break these like titanium statues.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like breaking the car in Street Fighter. It's like...
Yeah.
But... Titanium's much stronger. Like
those are fine to use, by the way.
Yeah,
people had a lot of problems with us using those, and I just want to say I think those are fine. I think that those are okay.
And I know there's some more modern stuff, especially with how ridiculous the games have gotten. And also some of the characters are like fourth wall breaky. Like now Johnny Cage understands that he's in a video game and shit. Like there's some weird stuff, but nonetheless, I do think Scorpion is likely stronger and faster.
Why do you say that? Let's talk feats.
I think the scale of bad guys or the scale of good guys actually that Scorpion has to deal with are just like on a higher caliber than any of the bosses you have to fight as the Wolf.
Like what are you talking about? Let's talk specifics. Let's talk numbers. Let's get some fucking numbers in here. Because look, like
Raiden is Sam has any?
You think I got numbers in?
Look, Raiden is a god that shoots lightning. God that shoots lightning is also one of the bosses in Sekiro. It's debatably multiple bosses in Sekiro. I think that the best feats that you get in Sekiro in terms of like raw power are when you fight the Divine Dragon, which is where you go to some other dimension. I haven't gotten to the boss fight yet. And it's going to be a while. It's taken me years to get to where I am. It's a very difficult game. But he can shoot lightning. And you can catch lightning and use it against him. He also has a big sword that he swings, and you can parry this giant... By the way, the Divine Dragon is the size of a fucking mountain. Like, he's gigantic. And he has a sword that is as big as he is, and he swings it. Skyscraper. Fucking Eiffel Tower. He's gigantic.
I think it's more huge. Like a very large tree. like a big old red oak. Like he's
Oh
like,
no. There is a video that like measures the size of like different like FromSoft bosses, and the Divine Dragon is, I don't know if he's the biggest, but he's fucking enormous. He's not a redwood tree. He's huge. Big boy is
I
big.
mean, I don't know. I think like 125 feet tall. Like, I mean, he's humongous, but he's not like
Trees can get pretty
New York City skyscraper kind of shit.
Anyways.
Isn't he literally coiled up in a tree?
It's a giant fucking tree. It is not like a tiny little tree. It is fucking huge.
So there are giant
trees can be big.
I'm
just
going
think
to
you
lose
say
my mind.
skyscraper, people
Scaling
think of this
trees
huge
now.
mass.
He's huge. No, he is that big. Let me fucking talk.
But he's
though.
also like a thin little snake.
He's not thin. He's fucking.
As far
oh my
as
god,
like,
it's like
you
saying
say
Shenron.
skyscraper.
He's like Shenron. He's Shenron. That's
It's
what
all
he is.
relative.
No, I think Shenron's bigger than him.
He's not fucking bigger. Okay. So you can actually look at the lightning attacks and the sword swings. And in the game, the sword swings are fucking faster than the lightning attack. Like side by side measure them. The sword swings are faster. Somebody actually calculated. They measured the size of the sword, got its mass. They measured the speed of the lightning compared the sword swing to the lightning, like back to back. The sword that you can parry, and determined that the sword is moving at, I think, Mach 5,000 something, and it is generating about 9.7 megatons of TNT, which is like a nuclear bomb, like an H bomb. Because it is like basically a building being swung at a sizable percentage the speed of light. So that's, I think, was gonna turn old Scorpion to pace, especially because Wolf can parry those attacks.
I think
Check and mate.
Well, I also think there is something to be said about Wolf can parry from one direction.
What? What does that mean?
Like Wolf, I mean, the thing in the game is you are extremely, like, your weakest point is against multiple targets for the most part, right? Like, that's when you get ganged up on, because you can, if you're parrying somebody, you cannot parry another person behind you at the same time. And
that applies to every being with arms. But Scorpion too. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but
you're saying because he can teleport.
He can attack from the front and the back at the same time.
But Sekiro has I forget they're called the crow feathers. Yeah, the Mistraven. Which is where you instantly teleport away from an attack that lands. It's like a parry that creates a teleport. So you can just do the same fucking thing. So if he attacks him, and it doesn't matter from what side of the body you're being attacked, he can do that. He can block as well. He can parry and teleport away from an attack as well. So he's got that teleporting shit covered. One of the things I mentioned about like him being able to match Scorpion's arsenal, the Mistraven is like a 1-to-1 with the teleportation. Obviously, it's not as good. It needs to be activated in response to an attack versus Scorpion can like teleport willingly around the place. But that doesn't offer Scorpion like an advantage, a large enough advantage to be like a win con. It's just a little bit better. But he's got it covered in terms of an attack.
So there's a good number of people in the chat right now talking about how Mortal Kombat 1 has made all character endings canon. And specifically, someone's here is mentioning that with all endings now being canon, that Scorpion canonically now is the ruler of time and scales to every feat of every character who becomes a Titan.
Well. I would say that scales to I would say that is a certain version of Scorpion, in the same way that there are versions of Batman who become gods themselves, right?
Are we conveniently not talking about the version of Scorpion that has this in his pocket?
I have yet to play a fighting game where you play as time god Scorpion, right? I didn't know that was part of any game's continuity. Right, like this is a particular universe, right, of Scorpion. You could say that they made them canon, but they made them canon in the sense that there is a multiverse, which was already established. It's just establishing that those endings actually happened in certain universes. Not that every version of Scorpion is the ruler of time, right?
Well, sure, but what version of Scorpion then are we talking about? I guess becomes the next
I thought we were
question.
talking about the Scorpion that you fucking play in the fighting game, right? The one
Yeah. I don't know. I think
the same way that when we do Batman, we don't do fucking big old booty Batman from the comic where he became God.
Maybe
That's
we should.
we talk about that one. I mean,
Okay,
it specifies ahead
here,
of time.
Here's to say though, Liam, would you agree? Okay, sure, not Time Lord Scorpion, but scaling to people he beats on the way in that campaign.
Sure, yeah, he fights.
Cool.
He fights
beats
the regular
Omni-Man in that campaign.
Oh.
What
First
now?
off,
What
the
now?
Time Lord thing you're
Liam,
talking
what
about
now?
is not from MK1, it's from MK11. First
I know,
off.
I'm just trying to fuck with
Yeah,
you.
yeah. It doesn't happen in MK1. It happens in MK11. It was confirmed canon in MK1. Nah! Ridiculous.
There's also I gotta so as some people have pointed out, a lot in some of the games, and I don't know if this is current canon.
Yeah.
But Scorpion also kind of has a similar thing. Like if he dies, he actually just spawns in the Netherworld again, right? Like that's just kind of his thing.
Well, I mean, maybe if his body is destroyed, but that's not even really killing him, right? Like that's just destroying his body. He's a spirit.
Exactly.
He can so I think if he's killed by the mortal blade or by like a lazulite attack from Wolf, that's game over. It's destroying your soul. It's like severing you from like I don't know, severing you from reality. The fact that it works on ghosts, I think, is what seals it for me.
If Scorpion, because this is something that does happen, was able to use that sword against Wolf.
Oh, come on. Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord.
What do you mean? Scorpion does that shit all the time.
If he was to use the sword against... Actually, the sword prevents people from drawing it. It actually kills people that attempt to draw it. It kills people with the same, like, immortal slaying technique. If you try to draw it, that if you're not, like, chosen or whatever, use it.
Yeah, I don't know about that, because it kills humans, yes.
Is Scorpion strong? And Scorpion A is also a human. He's the spirit of a human, but he is a human. Like he's a human with like powers.
No, I mean he's a devil spirit. Like sure, his body, but like you said, if his body dies, he's just like Wolf. He's back again.
Yeah, because he's a human spirit, like with a body that can be destroyed and regenerated. Like he has magic powers, but he's not like he's still a human. I don't know what we're talking about. I feel like we're abstracting in order to get a result that you want.
Okay. Well,
is it where that someone else is doing that to you for once?
Yeah, Liam's not used to this. What we can talk about while we digest this is the TOC. Let's see if that gets
Welcome to the Champion.
Very fast today, Mike.
That was very quick.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
He was ready.
We have, Mike, I don't know if you have this asset. I hope you do. Can we show the current lineup? Maybe? If not, the other one's fine. We'll talk about it too.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Well, that is it. Wiley's move forward. Wiley Thomas going forward. That's our current lineup.
Great.
There we go.
Sorry to spoil it, but yeah, there we go. Wiley.
Yeah.
Wiley E. Coyote versus Tomcat. I gotta say, community.
I'm impressed.
Very impressed. Very surprised.
Thank you.
You got some choices. Y'all know how to make them.
I knew Sailor Moon Madoka would be last, as I said. I bring no joy from that. I just feel joy from being right. But
Classic
indeed, I am surprised that Wiley versus Tom won, and happy, joyful, in fact.
Yeah, it was fun to watch the poll over the past few days because it kept flipping between the two. It kept, it kept
like
flipping
Sam and I did the
between Guru
exact
Megamind
same.
and Wiley Tom. Yeah. So yeah.
People were invoking the Gohan versus Cell fight.
Yeah. And then we sadly weren't able to give any of the other fights a senzu bean, but you know what? Wiley Tom, it'll be fun. I like it more than Guru Megamind. If I was gonna pick one of those, I would have picked this one too. I'm just kind of surprised it happened. Okay. Yeah. We also have a sneak peek of the next episode.
That we do.
Yeah. Should we show it? We're gonna show it.
Mike's decided for us. Here we go.
Jeez, Rick, it was my fault. Shut the fuck up, Morty. I knew Time Lords were suicidal morons, but I didn't know they never invented rearview mirrors.
Are you sick? You're the one who hit me. Oh, go on, I'm busy.
Son of a bitch, he's ignoring me? Keep Morty safe.
I think this is gonna be a real fun one.
So good.
I hope everybody likes it as much as the team has put in hard work on it. It's a cool one.
It's amazing.
It's fun. Yeah.
I've been very excited for this one to be announced and for us to show the sneak peek, and of course for the episode to come out next week. This is our second 2D animated fight of the year. So this one is Toon Boom Harmony based animated. So all of the assets that you see there, Rick, the Doctor, Morty, they are all initially hand drawn, and then they are puppeted 2D animation. And yeah, it absolutely looks fantastic. Especially compared with all the great work that our Vispos team is putting in with those Unreal assets and backgrounds. So, yeah, no, I'm very excited. I feel like I'm doing the Ben bit since he's not here, but
that was like a very Ben line.
Track is by the lovely Their Wolf Media. Rick is being voiced by Brent Williams, and the Doctor is being voiced by Elliot Crossley. And Morty is our very own Liam.
Good job, Liam.
Absolutely.
You're just getting in as many voices as you can this season. You had computer last episode. I'm very excited for this episode to come out next Monday, November 20th. Look forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be a banger, and then we have 2 more after that, which I'm sure maybe people heard. We're going to be having pre and post shows for the ones after this one. It was a little early to do Rick Doctor, but the episodes after that, we'll be doing pre and post shows live on YouTube, which should be also really cool. And I think those episodes too, y'all be excited about.
I think so.
You don't get to know what they are yet, but
no, I'm not going to spoil anything.
Look forward to them regardless. Episode 15 and 16.
Yeah, they are. I mean, obviously, we're not going to end the season with like lame matchups. So they're pretty cool.
A bold claim.
I think people will like them. Yeah. We'll see. One of them's going to be real controversial, I'm sure, but we'll let the audience decide. I thought about this. I don't know if y'all saw it. I thought it'd be really funny because everybody was expecting Rick Morty teaser today. Someone on Twitter, let me pull it up. Project Alpha 22 made what a Death Battle cast teaser trailer would look like for Gordon Freeman, Isaac Clarke, and I was like, we should just play that instead and just trick everybody. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about it. It's really cool. Yeah, I saw them make it. It's really
that's awesome.
Really interesting concept to be like, what would the Death Battle cast teaser look like for a fight like this? But still, very cool. Just want to shout it out. It's cool. But yeah. I don't know. What else can I stall with so we don't have to get back to talking about
Sam, guess
Scorpion
what?
Nintendo... Do you want to do our ad read? You could do that.
Couple things. Wow, look at that. An ad read. Let me try that on for size.
Come on.
Hey, Here we go. I can try it. I don't know if you want a single shot, Mike, but it's HelloFresh, baby. With HelloFresh, you got farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip the trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 cooking kit. It's really annoying. I got 2 cameras and I keep forgetting which one is on. Anyways, so the holidays are right around the corner, and HelloFresh can help take the stress out of dinner by delivering everything you need to cook up tasty meals right to your door, saving you tons of time and some money. So, a holiday season can be hectic, and that's where HelloFresh's 15-minute meals come in. These quick fixes help you get a wholesome meal on the table in less time than it takes to get delivery. It's awesome. We talked about it a ton. I know Chad and I both have a giant stack of HelloFresh meals that week, because what they don't want you to know is you can keep the recipe charts and just make them again. That's a forbidden tech that they don't want you to know, but it is good. They send you everything. It's awesome. It teaches you how to cook, which honestly is the best thing. Like being a kid in college, I wish there was something like this that I could. We didn't have meal kits back then. I'm that old. We didn't have that, and I learned to cook like an idiot. Whereas if you have something like this, I genuinely feel like meal kits are like HelloFresh, especially, is like the best way to learn how to cook. If you want to know how to cook, just get HelloFresh and just work your way through them, and then you'll be like, oh damn, I kind of understand ingredients and stuff and like how things cook. This is crazy. It's awesome. So go to hellofresh.com/castfree and use the code castfree for free breakfast for life. That is a bold claim, HelloFresh. 1 breakfast item per box while subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life at hellofresh.com/castfree with code castfree. Every time these are surprising, I always think one of these days I'm going to get in trouble for using our own coupon codes. I don't know why. It feels illegal, but this one is one I will go use here after this because that sounds like a great deal.
Free breakfast, man. Good stuff.
Yeah, free breakfast. Yeah.
Sam,
what else can we do to not talk
if you want to
about
continue to delay it, we can do our week 10 Tournament of Champions announcement.
Yeah.
We're getting roasted in the
Why did they roast us?
Because we skipped talking about it earlier.
They couldn't imagine you arguing. They couldn't imagine you arguing for Scorpion over Wolf from Sekiro.
Yeah, well, I couldn't either until just before the show. Yeah, man, this is you said the words.
and then it didn't happen. It feels wrong.
I feel like we should do
Mike, if you want to pull up week 10 tournament.
I don't know. Just the fact that it didn't happen, I feel like we need to send a check on Mike.
Welcome to the Tournament of Champions semifinals.
Okay,
the first round
we're okay.
And these 4 matches have advanced. What piques your interest the most? The Gargantuan Godslayers, Kratos versus Asura. The futuristic Freedom Fighters, X versus Optimus Primal. The monumental Masterminds, Palpatine versus Xehanort. Or the duel of the deceptively devilish, Sans versus the Judge. Vote for your favorite match out of these 4 to see which will happen next year on Death Battle. All champions get to vote, and if you're not a champion yet, click that join button below and make your voice heard.
DJ picked a great music track for that. I don't know why I like it so much, but it works.
You guys can hear it? I haven't been able to hear literally any of the videos.
You probably just have your vMix tab muted.
It maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Like a
I can hear everything.
Yeah, no, okay. I thought I was like,
I
was frightened.
Very exciting lineup for week 10.
Oh,
yeah. I'm voting for Palpanort personally.
Really?
I like that one too, honestly. Yeah.
I just think
Palpanort's really good. I kind of think Sans Judge might win it for us.
I'm getting that feeling.
That's the one that my wife wants to win.
Yeah.
So
why do people want it so bad?
It's fun.
It's fun.
I mean, my wife's just delighted that people like know about Off and voted for Sans versus the Judge.
Right.
And they're just like, if you do the episode, then so many more people are going to learn about Off and appreciate it. So.
Yeah, and also Undertale. Like, I think that's all you have to say on that one. Yeah, it is.
I imagine more of the votes that got it to where it is came from people that just saw Sans and clicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as things that have like a cult following, that might be the most like cult capital C. Yeah, which not to that. I think it would be a fun fight. I think it would be very good, especially when we did the Sans versus Ness DBX. I feel like it was like, oh, okay, I get how, because it is kind of so. It's one of those things where you think about like, how do we take Sans in the Undertale gameplay and like rip that out and make it fun and awesome in an animation? And for some reason, it was really hard in my brain to like make it click good.
Yeah.
And then obviously Luis and the team made it click good, and I was like, oh, that's cool as shit. We should do more of that. So yeah, I just think it'd be a fun fight to do.
Speaking of indie games, Sam, did you hear about the Nintendo Indies World Showcase today?
No.
So egregiously, and it trended on Twitter. In the category for most anticipated game, Silksong was not even nominated. Now, at first, I was like, "How dare they?" But then I thought, maybe there's a reason it wasn't, because by the time the show comes out, it won't be anticipated anymore. And then I realized that the Nintendo Indies World Showcase was this morning. So I went, oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! And then guess what? It wasn't there. It wasn't there. It wasn't there. There's no
weird for them to not put it on.
It wasn't there. It wasn't.
What a roller coaster that was.
I feel bad for them, because I feel like I almost feel like Silksong at this point is like Half-Life 3. Like, even if you make
don't say that
an incredible game, well, not in the sense that it won't ever happen, in the sense that like the bar that your audience is expecting you to hit, is so fucking high that it's just like, I get it. The pressure on them, like, yeah, if they want to sit around and polish it for 10 years, I get it. Like people are expecting like them to release the second coming of Christ. So they're just gonna be like, and here's Silksong.
I want more Hollow
Like,
Knight.
so I think it's just like, in that, honestly, I think that's the reason why we don't get a Half-Life 3 as well. It's just because like what?
Well, yeah, that makes
you could put out
sense
a 10 out of 10, and people will at this point be like, this isn't what I thought it was gonna be, and you're like, well, you've been fucking mystifying your own interpretation of a game that they haven't made for 15 years or some shit. So
I don't have a lot of amazing. I don't have any expectations. This is. I love Hollow Knight so much that I don't have any expectations. I'm like, whatever they give me, I know I'll love. I just want it. I just want it to exist. I don't. What I expect? Good boss fights. They had that. They know how to do good boss fights. They know how to do good level design. From what I've seen of the hopping and like the swinging around that you can do as Hornet, I'm sold. Give it to me. Now, not to rush them. They should take as much time as they can. Absolutely. I'm just want to cry and piss and shit my pants every time that doesn't. Every day that goes by that it's out there. I can't believe Elden Ring came out first. Elden Ring came out first.
Well, we just gotta DB curse things into existence more often. I
think. We need to do Hollow Knight.
Yeah, maybe. It could be, the curse could always be worse. It could be a bad curse. That's fair. You never know.
Yeah, it's a gotcha game.
You gotta toe the line.
I jump off the fucking Mount Everest.
It's a new pachinko cabinet. Like,
I'm gonna cry. It go belong to me.
You buy weapon boxes for $5 and just sit there and hope you get. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, I don't know. It'll come out one day. They can take their time.
Yeah,
but I am excited for it. I think Hollow Knight is the best. Like, I mean, it's the pinnacle of the genre. So I know we've talked about this before. Yeah, there's probably no better Metroidvania game than that. And I would say, if I could like sneak into one company and just lay down some voice lines for anything, it would be some Hollow Knight bugs. Just making.
Like just shit like that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I would just love to just get in there and make some bug noises. I don't know why that is such a charming thing for me in that game. They just make fucking noises, and I'm like, this is the best voice acting in video games. It's incredible. What that bug just say? Boogadaba. And you're like, yes, I love him. That's my favorite bug now. Like,
my favorite is Cornifer's wife, the map maker's wife, who's just there. She's like, Papanada. Like, I swear to God, I've heard that so many times. It's like seared into my brain.
Yeah, just like lathe and exasperated, and you're just like, I don't know. They get the vibe across so good. This is now Hollow Knight fan cast. Anyways. You want to talk more about this wolf scorpion thing?
Sure. I think
You
I've
sound
said
so
enough.
excited about it.
I mean, I just don't. I screwed up. I'm fine being the idiot here. I screwed up and looked at the wrong character all afternoon, and I feel like
What's your argument for Wolf? Tell me your argument for Wolf.
The same as yours.
Okay.
Yeah, my only actual concerns were you were gonna bring out some ridiculous scorpion speed and strength feats, because I think that's the only, like, I mean, if you just, do they not really? I feel like there's got to be some there that just kind of outclass him.
Nope.
And just make it so that like Scorpion can eventually win.
And I also have to put out, you picked Scorpion. I remember when we were doing it, I was like, I'm gonna have to fight Sam. I'm gonna have to fight Sam over Wolf. And you just
went,
I think
that's
Scorpion.
Why I did it, because well, no, I feel like somebody, I think Maggie was like, Liam, do you want Wolf? And then I was like, sure, I'll do Scorpion too.
Maybe that was it. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I don't know. I do think Scorpion has a chance. I do think he has a good chance. And I do think also, eventually, given enough time, he would kill the little boy too, because that's kind of how Scorpion rolls. He fucks up a village.
Scorpion does not
put that aside.
No, his family was killed by a Ling Kuei attack on his village. He doesn't want to do the same thing.
Yeah, no, but I still think that
he just wants to kill Sub-Zero.
Yeah. But he's still very capable of just like raising an entire village.
Yeah, of course he's capable of it, but he's not going to do it.
I don't know. I still think there's a chance, but
also I don't know if killing. I don't even know if killing Kuro does. Maybe it does. I actually genuinely don't know if that's what. I don't think it does. Otherwise, I feel like some fucking like random like swordsman would have broken into Kuro's house and been like, ah! this fucking ninja asshole is pissing me off.
Killing Kuro. Well, I don't think anybody knows. That's like.
Oh, okay. That's
no one knows. No one understands why this guy is coming back.
Yeah.
And it almost seems like canonically people don't even know that he's dying. Because I mean, the only people that would know you die, like the bosses, like don't even address that you come back.
Yeah.
So it is weird in that sense, right? It is not like you come back in the same timeline. You like come back in a different.
Well, let's not extrapolate here in a way in which we can make an argument in Scorpion's favor here. You do not shunt yourself into a different.
No, I do actually think that's a good. You do go. You
don't address it because they're fucking video game bosses. Just like in Dark Souls, the boss doesn't go, "Didn't I just kill you?" Because they also don't.
The bosses don't fucking think that. They don't have that level of intelligence for the most time because they're like zombie dragons.
Chat, I get it.
They don't talk.
You want Scorpion to win this, but back me up here. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This timeline stuff is ridiculous. Just give me that.
We can go to the vote. We can go to the vote, and if you in the vote believe that I'm right and it is a different timeline each time, and then Scorpion definitely can kill Wolf once, no question about it.
Real quick, Gelatin Man, thank you for gifting 50 Death Battle memberships. Shout out to you.
Mm-hmm. But he can't just kill him once. He can come back from that. He has no way of killing him permanently. That's my point.
Well, it's a different timeline to some people. Some people agree that it's a different timeline. And if you agree that it's a different timeline, it's pretty easy to see how Scorpion
timeline. What are you a fucking Pokemon called Timeline? Like, Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, if it was the same one, the bosses would say, "Hey, dog, I just killed you. What the fuck's going on?"
It's not a video game. It's real life. And they would acknowledge it.
Oh.
They would acknowledge it just like Just don't do the vote. I'm tired of this.
All right, let's pull up the community poll vote for Scorpion versus Wolf.
Or the answers, whichever one you had queued up, Mike. I think we could go either way. There you go.
Okay.
Josh, you're a reader today.
All right.
I called it.
Great. Newt Penguin says both have ways to get past their immortality, the Mortal Blade and Hellfire. Despite that, Scorpion simply has the better stats from scaling and has plenty of other abilities like teleportation and cloning, which will make it extremely difficult for Wolf to land a killing blow. Excited to see this one talked about. Was one of my favorite matchups on the ballot.
Thank you. Me too.
Yeah, I do
It's
think
him.
genuinely, like, at least one time, the Scorpion cloning himself and stabbing Wolf in the back would work once. And I think if he only has to do it one time, he's
He doesn't
good to go.
only have to do it one time.
If
Wolf
you
is
are
fucking
a
immortal.
multi-timeline believer, Liam,
That doesn't. The
like
timeline thing
some
doesn't
of
even
our
make
audience
sense.
is,
He would
just
still
because
be
you
immortal in
say-
every timeline. What are you talking about? What is this nonsense?
He's not immortal. He is definitely not immortal.
He is immortal. It's called the Immortal Oath. Fuck.
I mean, he does die and then is back.
He dies and comes back. That's the immortal part. When you are mortal, you die and don't come back. Fuck.
What if Sub-Zero didn't necessarily kill him, but just dismembered him to a point where he was no longer a
dismember
threat?
you. I'm gonna go to your house and dismember you and keep you in little different bags
Bold
and keep you alive.
I don't know. I don't know if you could in this
I'm gonna make you
timeline.
immortal. I'm gonna make you immortal and fucking stick you on my shelf.
Can we go to the next answer, Mike? I have shelves.
I have to build them.
My gut reaction says Scorpion, but the more I think about it, Wolf has plenty of ways Perma kill Scorpion. He has a sword that can kill mortal beings, is able to sense and move faster than or catch, if he wishes, lightning strikes, capable of substitution jutsus to counter Scorpions, and unlike Scorpion, is capable of healing HP and resurrecting in the same fight.
He does have a lot of useful items, but
yeah, lots of good items. Don't fucking say shit. I'm not into
to also would you at least agree in this fight, Liam, assuming he was coming back time and time again,
yeah,
Scorpion would go through a lot of wolves, because Scorpion does like one hit wolf. Like, yes, Wolf can catch lightning and shit, but if he gets hit by that lightning, he's also dead. So like,
no, he isn't dead. You do not insta die. You can take multiple. The lightning is a very powerful hit, but it doesn't insta kill you in the game. I know because I fought Genichiro and got hit by that fucking lightning like 100 times.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it almost fucking kills you each time. But yeah, Genichiro's lightning.
I think it's an attack like any other attack. It's just like the it becomes more powerful as the game goes on, in the same sense that like all attacks do more damage as the game goes on. It's not an insta kill. And also, like, what fucking feat were we talking about with fucking Scorpion that like allows him to one shot? I brought up a calc. Sam.
The one where he teleports. Okay, the one where he teleports behind you and pulls out your skeleton. I'm pretty sure that's a one-hit kill.
The Mist Raven attack would prevent that, right? Because if you are attacked in that stance, you teleport away. Okay, and remember, like
once you do.
Sekiro only needs to kill Scorpion once.
Yeah, I'm saying, but like
that's literally the case.
The Mist Raven could be just like he shoots a spear at him, and then the Mist Raven goes off, and then he doesn't. It's not like Sekiro in the games or not.
How does this help him win? How does this? I'm not saying it's impossible for him to.
Like, oh, the Mist Raven just means so he can't get hit. It's like you can't queue up infinite Mist Ravens.
I'm bringing it up as a counter, right? Because I'm saying that like you're saying that he's going to go through a bunch of wolves before he's killed. First of all, that's an argument for why Wolf wins, right? Like you're still ending the question with, yeah, Wolf wins eventually, but he's gonna die a couple of times.
If we give you credence
shut
to
the fuck
timeline.
up. What I'm saying is that like I don't think there's any reason to think that like that Scorpion is so much more capable than Wolf that he's gonna kill like 5 wolves before. It's an irrelevant argument because it's still, even from your position, is arguing that Wolf wins. My position is that he wins, and I don't know why he would die like 5 times in the process. Maybe, but like I think he'd just get really unlucky if that happened. And why not? Would that not happen with Scorpion? Right? Like
we can go to the poll and see what people feel. Ooh, Liam, that's looking bad for you, bud.
That is 85% Scorpion, 15% Wolf.
Large amount.
Just need to play good video games. Ooh. Wow. I don't think it's controversial to say that. I mean, it's obviously different, but I would say second.
Tears of the Kingdom. I think we can all.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. We had a whole thing today.
Yeah. Do y'all want to speak on your votes, Aaron, Josh?
Aaron?
So I've never played Sekiro. I've never played any Mortal Kombat across the board. I'm here today because Ben called in sick. Sorry. I do think just with keeping up with chat today, more than anything else, that I am going to go with Scorpion.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I mean, maybe you shouldn't be so cocky, Liam. That's and
I did my research. I did my job.
You didn't even argue how he would win in a singular timeline. You refused.
What are you fucking talking about? Okay, that one was. I leaned into that.
Josh, would you like to weigh in?
Sure. Why not? Honestly, I mean, I thought the wolf argument today was compelling, and I was kind of being swayed that direction. But now I'm feeling like, wouldn't it be really funny if despite Sam's mix-up, Scorpion still somehow sweeps?
I'm gonna kill you.
I think I'm gonna go with Scorpion and just say, timeline.
Single timeline. Thank you, Josh. A man of taste and culture understands how timelines work. There's just one left. Would be the live YouTube poll. That would be the only thing left. I don't know if it's maybe posted in the Discord. Mike can hopefully pull it up. If not, I'll just say what it is. This is pretty great, but no.
Whoa.
Oh, that's
good too. Scorpion, 71%. Liam, how does it feel to just get utterly swept by a man who knows not what he's doing?
I'm thinking that there was a lot of hostility here in this room today against me. I think that there's an enjoyment to see me suffer.
You're saying that
I think that what's interesting is that more work I do
has collusion.
I think that there's a lot of collusion here. I think that the more work I put into something, the more I am punished for it. The more I am punished. I think I might go to Sam's house and dismember him and make him immortal, like I was saying before.
You know where I live.
I do. I was there. Maybe I'll be there tonight.
You're immediately gonna hop on a plane after this.
What do you think I'm in right now?
He do have the hand.
Yeah.
That's a nice.
Did they know?
Comes right out.
Why did they do that? Why did they make that decision for me?
I think we've talked about this. I don't know if it's been on cast, but it's been in a lot of things where, like, people who adapt other people's content want to do it different, but then because they don't want to just do that. They're
right.
Like, so I think they always change shit, and especially when you get somebody who's like, I'm a movie director, and then you're like, could you adapt this? They're like, in my own way, and then they just go off and they like fuck shit up typically. Sometimes they do great. Fight Club, better movie than book. Fight me.
No, I've learned from Fight Club that's not a good decision to do. That's not a good thing.
But a lot of times I think they just make it different for the sake of making it different. And if the source content is like really good, it often's a bad choice to make it different for the sake of making it different. And so I think they probably just were like, also, to be fair, in like 1992, I bet people were like, yo, that's sick. So
that's true. It is. I don't think it's bad. I want to add, I think it is creative. I think it's a neat kind of thing that they did.
Yeah, but, it was. I mean, it was cool the way they did it in the movie.
Yeah. The Scorpion versus Johnny Cage fight in that is like infinitely better than the fucking Sub-Zero versus who was it? Liu Kang.
The Scorpion Johnny Cage is like the highlight of that movie.
Yeah, when he leaves the autograph at the end. Peak.
Yeah. Anyways, that's our show. I don't think we have to do any. Were we legally obligated, Aaron? Are we good?
For what?
Anything else? Do we have any housekeeping we need to mention?
I think that's about it. Real briefly, I do just want to shout out. We just did Extra Life over the weekend. Raised quite a bit of money, so that's great. All of us except Liam were in a segment yesterday morning. It was a good time. Mike was also involved in all the craziness of Extra Life. Our mod Nubia was involved in Extra Life. I believe that all of those VODs are going to be available to watch. So if you want to go watch us, basically just bully Chad for an hour and a half, it is available for you to watch the morning animation segment of Extra Life. He voiced a character in why am I blanking on the name of Genlock? He voiced a character in Genlock, and said character ended up having an intimate scene, and Chad had never witnessed it before, and so we made him watch it with sound on multiple times.
Awesome.
We also missed somehow Gelatin Man gifted 50 memberships. Thank you very much, Gelatin Man.
I mentioned it, but yes.
Oh, you did? I missed it. I must have just been on a different timeline. We'll get I feel like we need a scoreboard, and just so you know, Gelatin Man, you're on the top of it. Thank you. So if you're trying to get the high score, you already got it, bud. But we do appreciate it. Anyways, that's the show.
With that, I think that we'll just play our sneak peek for Rick Doctor one more time, and thank you all for watching.
Asta.
Oh, jeez, Rick. It was my fault.
Shut the fuck up, Morty! I knew Time Lords were suicidal morons, but I didn't know they never invented rearview mirrors!
Are you sick? You're the one who hit me. Oh, go on, I'm busy.
Son of a bitch, he's ignoring me?